Right on the heels of the launch of the OnePlus 8, Apple also pulled the wraps of its latest smartphone, which is the iPhone SE. Now, shout out to John Prosser for getting the date of the launch absolutely right. A link to his awesome channel will be in the description below. Now, back to the SE, it is a compact flagship smartphone from Apple's stables that a lot of people were actually waiting for. Having said that, quite a few folks in India and abroad will definitely compare it against the OnePlus 8. Now, I haven't used either of these two phones, but from the specs itself, we can get a fair understanding of where each of these phones stand. Hi, I'm Irshad from Mr. Phone, and let's get down to my video where I'm going to be talking about 6 reasons why the iPhone SE is better than the OnePlus 8 and vice versa. But before we move on, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever Mr. Phone puts out an awesome new tech video. Also, we've been doing a lot of Instagram lives, so don't forget to go and check us out on Instagram. Plus, don't forget to actually join our Telegram community as well, where a lot of like-minded people like you guys are having a conversation. Now, the first real big advantage for the iPhone SE over the OnePlus 8 is the fact that it comes with the A13 Bionic chip. And the A13 Bionic is more powerful than the Snapdragon 865, Snapdragon 855, Kirin 990, Exynos 990, you name any other flagship processor out there. And in most scenarios, it is also pretty power efficient too. Having said that, OnePlus also does Oxygen OS optimizations along with Snapdragon 865. So along with the equally speedy iOS, the real world performance shouldn't be too different, which is why I'm asking you guys to hold off for our full review of these phones. My favorite iPhone design is the one that was the iPhone 6 and that continued until the iPhone 8. It was characterized by its small, compact 4.7-inch display, which is actually easy to use with one hand. You know what, to be entirely honest, when OnePlus 8 was launched and at the launch event, when the person on stage said that the OnePlus 8 was meant to be a compact phone, I definitely chuckled a little. On the other hand, the iPhone SE, actually, wait a second. Not on the other hand, on any hand, the iPhone SE is the true compact flagship out there. One of the main reasons why a lot of folks buy an iPhone over an Android, and in this case an iPhone SE over a OnePlus 8, would be that iOS is more secure than Android. Yes, of course, Google has been making a lot of strides towards making Android more secure and robust, and has added a lot of security protocols that were earlier missing. Having said that, even today iOS is a more secure platform in many ways than one. Also, most importantly, OnePlus doesn't have any sort of corporate enterprise security feature like Samsung does, with its Knox. So it doesn't give a brownie point to OnePlus over there either, with Oxygen OS. So yeah, so when it comes to security, I think I will pick the iPhone SE over the OnePlus 8. While the bigger OnePlus 8 Pro has an IP68 certification, the OnePlus 8 doesn't have it. Having said that, in the US, tied to certain carriers, when you buy a carrier locked OnePlus 8, you do get IP certification. I don't know what is the reason for that. It could be that it is a carrier mandate or something, but we really don't know what the reason could be for that. In India though, we don't have any such sort of luck. The OnePlus 8 doesn't have any sort of IP certification, and therefore, if you want to take your phone to a pool, the iPhone SE would be the option for you. Why? Well, because the iPhone SE has IP67 rating. Now, another thing that is available on the bigger OnePlus 8 Pro, the more powerful OnePlus 8 Pro compared to the OnePlus 8, is the wireless charging feature. Now, forget about the fast 30-watt warp charge wireless charging feature. It doesn't even have Qi standard wireless charging feature. And that's where iPhone has you sorted with support for wireless charging. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of people, not just in India, all over the world, buy an iPhone is because it's an iPhone and it works. And that is the brand value and identity that Apple has generated over the years. No doubt OnePlus is a popular brand, but Apple is undoubtedly more popular for sure. Also, let's not forget the fact that when it comes to service, Apple definitely has a leg up. You always get excellent service with Apple's products, and the service ethics are just up there when compared to any other Android manufacturer all over the world. So yeah, when it comes to brand value and service ethics, it's yet another point in favor of the iPhone SE compared to the OnePlus 8. Now, is there a better way to start off OnePlus 8's advantages than talking about the modern design of the phone? Well, from the hole punch display on the front to a matte glass finish on the back, the OnePlus 8's design is a phone that is made for 2020. In comparison, the iPhone SE is definitely 5 years a little too late. Especially that big chin and forehead is something that a lot of people are not going to appreciate and are not going to be interested in. Having said that, for a lot of folks, the iPhone SE's design with the big chin and the forehead is not going to matter much. But you can't fault people who actually love the bezel-less look either. I mean, the bezel-less look is the modern look, no doubt. So therefore, the point goes in favor of the OnePlus 8 when it comes to modern design. Now, one of the things that I'm pretty sure of is that the OnePlus 8 has a better display than the iPhone SE. The 6.55-inch fluid AMOLED panel has a higher refresh rate of 90 Hz, and in comparison, the iPhone SE has an IPS LCD panel with 60 Hz refresh rate. One spec that actually is in favor of the iPhone SE is that it supports Dolby Vision, but on that small screen, it's not going to matter because you get HDR10 Plus support on the OnePlus as well. In fact, I've seen the OnePlus 70's display right next to that of the iPhone 8, and in most situations, I prefer the OnePlus 70. Why am I saying this? Because in context, these are similar displays. Like the OnePlus 8 has a similar display as the OnePlus 70, and the iPhone 8 has a similar display as the iPhone SE. Now, the bigger display also means that when you are gaming, it should be much better on the OnePlus 8 because you get more screen estate and it's so much more fun to play on a big screen display. I should know because I've been using the S20 Ultra just for that reason, because it's a big screen and I've been playing through a lot of Call of Duty on the big screen of the S20 Ultra. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of people might gravitate towards the OnePlus 8 is because it has more cameras than the iPhone SE. Apart from the 48 megapixel primary camera, you get an ultra wide angle camera and a macro sensor as well. This definitely makes it more versatile for shooting in regular scenarios, and you'll get more options and you can go close to a subject, you can do ultra wide angle. So that's definitely great. Having said that, the single 12 megapixel camera on the iPhone SE should ideally produce better pictures than the OnePlus 8, and I'm sure of the fact that the dynamic range on the iPhone SE should be better than the OnePlus 8. Also, I am very happy about the fact that the iPhone SE has 4K 60 FPS video recording, which is similar to the iPhone 11 as well. So yeah, when it comes to video recording, it is definitely going to beat the OnePlus 8. Alright, this might seem like in this point I'm actually favoring the iPhone over the OnePlus 8. I don't know how I ended up there, but you know what, I think it's time to wait for our camera comparison. What say, guys? Now, with the OnePlus 8 you get support for 5G, so if you're looking at future proofing your phone, then the OnePlus 8 would be the better option for you. Having said that, how many people do actually care at this moment, at least for the next year? Do you care about 5G for the next year? Let me know in a poll. Should come up here somewhere. Finally, the OnePlus 8 hits it out of the park with its Warp Charge 30T technology, which means that you get 30 watt fast wired charging. Now, obviously the iPhone also supports fast charging, so the iPhone SE has support for 18 watt fast charging, but you get only a 5 watt fast charger inside the box. Also, one of the things that I'm thinking is that the iPhone SE has a smaller battery compared to the OnePlus 8. Therefore, the charging times could be similar when we use an 18 watt charger on the iPhone SE. I'm definitely going to test that out for you guys and make a video on it whenever we get these phones. While these were my points in favor of the two phones and against, you might have noticed that I haven't spoken about the price yet. That's because in India we don't have the official pricing of the OnePlus 8 just yet. Having said that, in the US, the OnePlus 8 is far more expensive than the iPhone SE, and the iPhone SE feels like a better value proposition. Yeah, the iPhone SE is at $399 and the OnePlus 8 is at $699. That's a $300 deficit. I don't see a lot of people buying the OnePlus 8 in the US, and you know for a fact that our friends over at US definitely love the iPhone a lot more. In India, the iPhone SE is priced at rupees 42,500, and in comparison to the converted US pricing, which should be around 30,500, this is pretty steep, which is why I compared it to the OnePlus 8. And to be entirely honest, I think that the price of the OnePlus 8 should be around the same as the iPhone SE as well, which is why I compared it to the OnePlus 8. However, when the iPhone SE does go on sale in India, there should be some cashback offers available at launch. So if you do end up buying it at launch, you might just get a lower price. So what do you guys think of the two new phones, the iPhone SE and the OnePlus 8? What are your thoughts? Do let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Ashok from Mr. Phone signing off. Goodbye and Godspeed, my friends.